Yes, man. Big up, man. Big up, everybody, man. Good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon to everybody. Hope everyone's blessed. Hope everyone's had a good night's sleep. We've been able to, you know what I'm saying, watch some football yesterday. Unfortunately for Liverpool, though, they ended up losing the Champions League game that they had. Um, so we're going to chop that up. We're also going to chop up, just a general look like what's next for Liverpool kind of moving forward. Do you know what I mean? Because I think at this moment in time, quite a lot of people have got quite a lot of things to say in regards to Liverpool. In regards to what's working, what's not working, how they see things, how they don't see things, things they like, things they don't like, etc., etc. Right. So we're gonna chop that up obviously this afternoon as well. So make sure you guys obviously locked in. Make sure you smash a like, make sure you share and subscribe. I'm joined this afternoon by none other than Mr. Harris himself. My bro, how have you been? It's been a long time. Hope you're good, man.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
That's what I like to hear. All right. Let's drop up the game. Let's drop up the game. Let's talk about it. Big up to everybody in the chat as well. Big up Scraps. Big up Honesty. Big up AR in the building. I saw your question actually, AR. Don't worry, I've started after I've done this little intro rubbish. Then we will get through to any questions, and then we could just chop out. Big up Mingo. Jez in the building. All right, chat to me, bro. Chat to me. Liverpool, obviously, last night, second Champions League game of the campaign. Won the first one, obviously, lost this one away to Galatasaray. Before the game, obviously, I didn't speak to you before kickoff or anything. How did you look at it before you even saw the lineup? Like before all of that, when you like heading into the game, how did you see it? Obviously, coming off the back of the Crystal Palace defeat and everything, how did you kind of see it?
I saw it as another game that would have been similar to Newcastle, where the team comes out gun ho, everyone's on your touch. Yeah, it's physical. The crowd's gonna be up, and I think Liverpool do well to ride storms, like
Mm,
against teams like Newcastle. It's just whether they concede first and if they can keep their heads in the game. But
mm,
like they don't really crumble
mm,
as much in crowds like that because you've got experienced players that have been there before and done it. But now we've got like some new players in, so they may not have been in these kind of situations
mm,
level as much as the others. I saw this game as it's moments when you
mm,
score first, like the timing. How long can you withstand the crowd? Because eventually the crowd's gonna be quiet for a bit.
mm,
That happens in all teams. Like for example, Anfield, big game like against like City,
mm,
first 5 minutes, we're singing, we're loud, but then eventually, as the game goes by, when the team gets control, you start to quieten down. That's what I thought what would have happened, and I think we would have scored. I predicted that we'd scored for. Yeah, I predicted that we scored first.
mm.
It's just when because the timings when we score, it's kind of like we
Mm.
kind of took it. We kind of take our foot off the gas.
Facts. Yeah,
So yeah, and then we start to concede chances. Everton, let's be real, we got lucky there
mm,
at home. Um, Practically all our games this season. I think first off of um, first Champions League game against Atletico, that's probably our best match of football we've played all season. But don't think we were outstanding in the second half. I'd say majority of the first half because we started to concede chances after.
mm,
Burnley was a decent match, but they sat back and let's be real, it's Burnley. To be
mm.
honest, um, like I'll need to see this against better opposition, and we just look like I don't know. It's like we're trying to force things in out from the back. Um, Obviously, Gravenberch lost the ball on the edge of the box. Everyone's looking mad. Like I don't know. Nate is looking like he's I don't know, like he's shook or something. I don't know what's going on with these players. Um, Maybe it's just a rough patch. Um,
No, 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 no. I hear it, man. I hear it, and I think I agree with you maybe with the Atletico one. I do agree with what you said about the Everton. To be honest, I don't think. I think it's only really the Atletico, maybe the first half of that. But again, as Savage says, the slot 4-5, like we only seem to be able to play well for 45, like at most, shall we say, right? For let's say 45 minutes. And that's, if I'm being real, that's probably being kind to Liverpool this season. I'll be honest with you. Do you get what I mean? In terms of just the overall performances. But also for me anyway, personally, I just see it as it's been like this since I would say the start of the year. I think
Mm.
whatever it was that he was doing at the beginning of the season, whatever that was, he seems to have changed it for whatever reason. I don't know, and I'm not really here to even try and speculate because he's got his own reasons for doing whatever it is that he chose to do. We tried to use caveats, we tried to use excuses like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Like it's players are tired, you know. I mean, grab merch playing all the time,
Yeah.
whatever, cool. But we've surpassed that now, and we've now gotten into the new season where it's the same thing. We're seeing the same things that we saw from the back end, of last season, and it's just, yeah, it's just annoying at this point, and that's why I know big up. I can't remember who it was who asked me yesterday about doing like a G's journal. I was like, what's the point? Like I'm gonna say the same thing, and I feel like I'm just cheating you guys by doing the same show every day or every week, should I say? And it's the same thing that I'm saying. I'm gonna find a video for you guys, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's the same thing that we've been speaking, what I've been speaking about for ages, and we're still doing it. Now we've got new players, so it's even worse because before we were like, you know what, Klopp team, change this a little bit, maybe can't, whatever, cool. Now you get your own players, but you're still doing the same things that you're doing before. You haven't changed it. It's not different. It's not. It's only different in terms of personnel. So it looks a little bit different. Florian Wirtz is not Szobo. Do you get what I'm saying? Frimpong is not Trent. Kirkez is not Robbo. You get what I'm saying? Like Ekatike, Isak are not, Nunes and rest in peace, but Diogo Jota. They're not these players. So it just looks different, maybe aesthetically, but the team is still doing the same things that we've been doing for ages. Big up Liz in the building, man. Good morning to you. When you looked at the lineup, bro, was there any, and this is obviously the lineup that we had, was there any concerns for you? Was there anything that you just didn't like, or was you absolutely fine with it? Either.
I didn't like Frimpong playing on the right,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say why. So with Frimpong, yeah, be with him. He is a player that needs to arrive onto things.
Mm-hmm.
So him receiving the ball one on one, just straight one on one with the fullback. If there's not that much space, he's not doing nothing with the ball because his idea is to go line, cross it. I think him himself in a five with two tens and he's the wing back. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
him at his best.
Mm-hmm.
A bit like Dumfries.
Yeah.
So I remember for the Netherlands, we used to play a 3-4-2-1, and Dumfries, he would be a wing back, and he would be a problem because he's up and down, he's arriving in the box, he used to score headers, he used to get crosses into the box. I think that's Frimpong. Mm. And from him just starting at right wing, because he's so predictable, I think that is so easy to lock off your just the average defender as well. So I wasn't too confident in him playing on the right, and plus his decision making at times he's a bit slow to and make a decision. I remember there was a time where he could have played the ball first time across the box to Ekitike and Wirtz, but he took a touch. He's a bit flat-footed for me, and we brought him in to play right back to replace what's his name, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's being played in different positions, like further forward for the first time. I think this was now, and it's like I don't know what slots doing. I think rather than changing the players' positions all the time, I think we have to look at this system as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the formation; it's the tactics for me because you could, like for example, Man United they play the same formation as Palace. I remember someone saying, Amorim's going to do well because he plays the same formation. It's not the formation, it's the tactics. So, for example, Man United's double pivot, the distance between them and the back three, it's a bit far, which is why they're not compact enough. If you see Palace's, they are actually a unit. Like it's really hard to break them down. With United, they've got gaps because they're not compact enough. They have Bruno playing in the 8. He wants to do what he wants. They have roles, Palace, so which is why they're so hard to break down. We as a team, when I see like other streamers or even just other people just doing videos on Liverpool, when they say Kirk is going to go forward, Frimpong's going to go forward, and then Gravenberch is going to drop in to the three. It's still, regardless if there's just Van Dijk and Konate, and if there's Gravenberch as a three, or if it's just Van Dijk and Konate as a two, we're still open. We're still open. If you buck a team, let's say, actually, no, let me use Palace because they use wing backs. When I saw that formation, I mean, not formation, when I saw the tactics, and I rewatched the game, I was actually at a match on Saturday. When I rewatched the game, there's so much space to exploit because it drags Virgil out, it drags Konate out, it forces someone to come into the center and cover, basically just overworking. So the personnel that Slot had got, Perkins, if you're gonna ask him to play a bit deeper, is he the correct player for that? I don't think so because his bread and butter is getting forward and getting crosses in. He makes a lot of runs beyond Gakpo, but Gakpo don't want to pass him the ball for some reason. Yeah, so
That's your guy. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that though. We'll get to that. Go on.
Like if we had like a Nathan Ake, I hear it. Or like a who else? Like a Calafiori, even though I don't really rate him as much.
But I know the type of player you're talking about. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, someone who's quite defensive minded, but then again, is Calafiori really defensive minded? So I think I'll take that back. Yeah, someone who can defend, but also attack, but mainly their bread and butter is defending. And in possession, they're obviously good. So it has to be a left-footed centre back who could play left back. This is what seems to be the trend nowadays. Yeah, because in the Premier League, I remember someone said, "Oh, we're going to be the new PSG with bombing fullbacks." This is the Premier League. As soon as you lose that ball, it's straight long ball over the top to the wingers. Yeah. So imagine facing Doku in this system.
Yeah, long day.
So look, Konate's hamstrings, they're gone. Yeah, because it's almost too fast. So it's just I find it arrogant for Slot to keep persisting with this this style of football and just thinking, oh, it's just gonna click. That's not how football works. Sometimes you have to be flexible and adapt, which is what he did more so last season. But against Chelsea, I want to see something different. I don't really care about the formation. It's just tactics.
Harsh words, man. Harsh words. And to be honest, I don't disagree with what Harris is saying. I really, really don't, because at this point now, we've reached a stage where it's literally just, it's I actually don't know where to even start with it, because it's just been going on for too long. That I think that's what's bugging people the most, is that this has been going on a little while. We'd understand if, like, by the way, AR, no, Glasner can stay at Crystal Palace, let them, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. But it's just got on to the point now where, at what point does it then become, oh yeah, when we click? Remember, in order to, and this is obviously me when I spoke to Endz and Savage, and they explained it to me. So from what I gather, like when people say, oh, when it clicks, it's like when everything comes together, the formation, the players are on form, we look good, blah, blah, blah. Cool. The only way that's going to even become a thing is if we actually have something in play first. You need a base. Prime example I'll use PSG, just because you spoke about it, right? PSG had the same formation that they were playing, the same style of football, the same tactics, give or take. There may be a few differences, but they were playing that same football back in 23, 24. They're playing that same football. The difference is that they didn't have Dembele playing through the middle. They didn't have Kvaratskhelia. They had Ramos. They had Kolo Muani. The midfield, they didn't have Joao Neves in there because he obviously only signed at the beginning of last season. So same formation, you saw the style, you saw what they were trying to do, everything you understood. You knew that they were trying to get rid of all the big star players. You knew that they were trying to look at young French players. They were looking at having this style of football under Luis Enrique. Whatever you thought about it, that's just what they had, right? And I said even back then, I was like, I would have loved for him to have come in because he's got an identity. You know what it is, whether you like it or not. Even Arteta, I think someone said it yesterday, even Arteta, even Brighton's manager, even Eddie Howe, they've got an identity. You don't have to like it. I'm not saying pick those managers, by the way. I'm just saying they've got an identity.
They have a picture
straight away where you can, as soon as you watch them play, you know, okay, that's that team, right? He had that in the 23-24 season. 24-25, guess what? I'm gonna get rid of Kolo Muani. I don't need Ramos anymore because I don't want him to be my central striker. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use, because obviously he's seen what Ramos has been able to do and he can't do it. No problem. We're going to put Dembele through the middle. We're going to have whoever's playing right wing, right? And then they get Kvaratskhelia in January, which obviously then changes the game for them, you know, in that sense. But also, we're going to sign Joao Neves. We're going to keep the formation. We're going to keep the style of play the same, but we're going to change certain players. That's what I thought Liverpool were going to do. I didn't expect it to be, I'm not asking for prime Barcelona. I ain't asking for a madness or whatever. All I'm saying is, whatever your identity is, keep that identity. Keep that identity. I'm good. Like, I don't care. But show me something. Stop this. You're chopping and changing. You bought a right back and you have a right back, but you play a midfielder at right back to then play the right back further forward. On top of that, guess what? You've got two fucking right backs or two players who can play right back on the bench. So you had 3 chances of this. Sorry, 4, yeah, 3 chances of this. You had Conor Bradley, Frimpong, Joe Gomez. You could have played any of those as right backs. But you said, let me play Szobo as the right back when my other right backs are available. Anyways, honestly, question here. Galatasaray scored against the run of play. And we stopped playing. Is that on the gaffer or the players to just keep playing how they were playing before the goal? I'll let you answer that, man. What do you think?
I think can't blame Galatasaray's goal anything to do with Slot because Ekitike, for some reason, I don't know what he was thinking, but at least attempt to shoot. It's almost like he just let the ball run.
To fucking roll it, bro? Like, what's all this, bro? What's all this?
Because you see with players like him, he's one of them players that as soon as they feel like a tug, they kind of not chicken out of it, but like they feel a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because that defender was kind of tugging him just a bit. But I was thinking at least toe poke it or something, get something on the ball because you don't know where it could go. As soon as he went through, thought, yo, don't do any silly stuff or try and Rabona flick it on goal or whatever. Just shoot. Shoot,
bro.
And then Wirtz after, I don't know who he saw behind him.
I don't know if he saw Ekitike look like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I was like, why did you do that? Like, there was no indication that this was the thing to do at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But sorry, go on.
So it's just, I don't know. But then straight away, long ball to the winger. I can't like, he's a problem. He's a nuisance. Barris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We played him in the Euros against Turkey. I like, it was an issue. Big issue. Makes better runs.
You can tell he's one of those, those like active players. Like, they're just so active
like,
with what they do.
They're so charged. You know, do you play clubs?
No, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But like, you know, like someone could be playing up top, and they're tracking back and they're running everywhere. They're in your face. Yeah. He's very annoying to play against. But I don't even think that's a penalty. Honestly, because what's someone supposed to do? Like his arms, it's not like it's intentional. Or like he cut in and his arm's just there, and man, it's just a collision in my opinion. So I don't even think that that was a penalty. But then again, after that we have to react. After that, that's when Liverpool started going downhill. Then as the clock ticks, normally when Liverpool concede, everyone things. Like, for example, on Sky Sports, normally when Liverpool concede, they bring up that stat. How many times Liverpool have come back from a losing position
Yeah,
or whatever. Like, you're thinking
which
that
is annoying.
they're just going to come.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. And even like when we concede first now, because I've seen us score so many late winners this season, it's almost like I don't want us to score a late winner because it's
Mm,
just so boring now. Why can't we
yeah.
just win games just through playing good?
Hmm.
Yeah, so we're having to rely on so many late winners, which it doesn't look good. It looks bad. It doesn't look great at all because
Hmm.
when the tough gets going, you have to show up and you can't just rely on late winners. And always when that happens, when you rely on late winners, you get found out eventually because there's going to be that football's fine margins. There's going to be that one time where team can withhold the pressure.
Hmm.
Yeah, for a bit longer than the previous team that you beat from a late winner, and then you just won't win.
Facts.
So
Facts.
yeah, I think this
Nah,
team needs to have a good look at themselves. A bit more urgency, a bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure about this team.
and it's crazy to think, bro. Like, imagine we're talking about this, and listen, look. Ultimately, it's funny because first it starts off as it's only one game, then you lose another game. It's only two games. Yeah, you see when you
Yeah,
start getting onto threes and you start going through what Manchester City went through last season in that kind of sense. There was a comment here, yeah, to who put it? It was Sammy. Thank you for putting this. And big up, Sammy. Good morning to you, bro. Liverpool need to hope it happens soon. Madrid never clicked last season. This is my point. We keep saying when it clicks. Some teams just don't click
don't
until
click at
something
all.
changes. Guess what? Madrid have now had to change manager in that time. They've got a whole new manager in Xabi Alonso who's playing a whole new formation and system now. And they're good in parts, but overall they're boring to watch. But I can see the tactical element, but they are boring to kind of watch. And it is really Mbappe kind of doing his thing, right? But cool.
Yeah,
They've changed the way that they play. They're going with a different approach. But I can see the fucking identity. But guess
yeah,
what? It doesn't always click. That is what pissed me off. That's why I had to ask everybody, or I asked Savage and Enz the other day about what does it mean when it like, what does that mean? Because you might not always click. Like
yeah,
there's zero guarantee that you're just gonna click, and when we get to game week 30 or game week 25, yeah, Liverpool. No, it doesn't always work like that, bro. I promise you,
yeah.
it
It's
doesn't.
because
I've seen too many teams where like too many teams, like big teams, where it did not work. Barcelona thought it would be sick to buy Griezmann, Arda Turan, and still have all of these players. Guess what? It didn't fucking click. They bought Coutinho for 100 and something M's, and they look shit. They look absolutely rubbish. Sometimes it just doesn't even click like that, and that's not a fault. You know what, so man, it's not even. I can't even put blame on anybody because it's just like no, it just didn't click. Like it just didn't work. Not everything you do is just going to work. So why
yeah,
does everybody have this notion that no, it will just pan itself out, brother? Have you seen the way we've been playing since January? Like January, we've been playing rubbish football. Like the football
yeah,
is so rubbish that you have to rely on Mo Salah having an all-timer Premier League season. You have to rely on, boy, I hope Gravenberch can just be as good as he was last season. And guess what? He's doing that this. You're praying that your top players can just bang, 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 bang. But I don't like systems like that because I like systems where even the player that you don't even rank as highly as everybody else, probably just slots in. We're not even stressing about him. No one, you're not calling him world class, but you're just saying, no, he can slot into the team. No, no worries, man. I'm
yeah.
not bothered by that. Now we're talking about
Like
Chiesa coming back.
yeah,
Chiesa, come
yes,
on, dude.
yeah.
This is where we've gotten to. But sorry, go on.
Like for example, Pedri could get injured. Touch wood, yeah.
Hmm.
Then
Touch
Casado
wood.
can just come in.
Oh God, sorry.
Exactly. Like yeah, so he could get injured, or De Jong,
Hmm.
and then alright, cool. Casado could just come in.
Yeah,
If you have
exactly.
someone already there, or like who's this, is it Olmo who's the
Yeah,
actual
Danny
starting
Olmo.
10? Yeah. So,
Yeah, like he is when
but
he's fit. Like when
but
he's fit,
yeah,
he's fit.
yeah, yeah, because he's in and out the team sometimes through
Yeah.
injury. So if he comes out, cool. Rashford, you're gonna go on the left. Rafinha, you're gonna play 10. You have players who could come in and do the same thing.
Mhm.
So with us, if Gravenberch comes out, who's going there
Now we're
and
all
doing what
crying
he
our eyes
does?
out. Yeah.
Or if Virgil comes out, worst case scenario, if he comes out, I can't lie, there's no one that you're saying, oh, but he can come in and do a thing. The
Mm.
narrative will be, we're cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Virgil can't come out at all. Like I
And the
promise
thing
you,
is,
he's one
yeah,
person that cannot leave. I can't see that. I can't see that. So,
because if you think about it, he's 34, turning 35.
mhm.
And that's dark when you think about that, because he ain't gonna be playing forever. Let's say next 5 years, you think he's gonna be at Liverpool? No.
Of course not. Liverpool going to need to be able to play in a way, or yeah, they're just going to need to have like a system or something implemented by that point where it's maybe not as obvious that Virgil's not here. Obviously, it's Virgil, so you're going to notice it, of course. But yeah, I'll be honest. I just want to like be able to just move on, and I don't want to have this like level of stress where you're like, I'm watching Liverpool these days, and I always banter with the guys in the group, yeah, about not really watching the games, or I'm always asking someone like, yo, like, how's the game
What's
going?
the game
Yeah,
going?
because
Yeah.
yeah, how's the game? How are we playing today? The reason why is because recently anyway, let's say in the last, let's say since February, March, right? Since then, I don't see a point in sitting there and watching Liverpool all the time if I can be doing something else. I really don't, because I know exactly how it's going to go. Someone's going to tell me that we've been playing good. Guess what's going to happen? As soon as they probably told me that, it's then going to flip to, yo, that was the shittest half I've ever seen. Every game seems to be the shittest half we've ever seen of Liverpool. How many shit halves can you have in a season, let alone just in a short period of time? Every time we've had one shit half, one good. Every single this is I see it on Twitter, I see it on the content creators. All I ever hear is that was the worst half of football. But you said that last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that. So which one is it? And I don't even blame anybody, by the way. I'm not putting any blame on any specific person. What I'm saying is that you end up just sitting there thinking, bro, what's the point? Like, what am I
Yeah.
really watching? I know that Liverpool are going to build up slow. I know that we're going to do the same patterns of play that we do kind of have, which are Virgil, who said it? I think Ish said it in a group. To me, to you, to me, to you. That's all we ever do. It's Virgil to Gravenberch, Gravenberch to Konate, Konate back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk stands on the ball for 10 years, waving his arms around, telling people to move while he could just be fucking moving the ball himself, but he doesn't do that. So he's going to then pop it off usually to Kirkes, or he's going to try and look for the diag into Salah. Salah then gets the ball. He can't run
Yes.
past anybody. Because he can't run past anybody, he has to go back. He either goes into the middle, into Wirtz. If it's not into Wirtz, he goes back to the right back. The right back then
I'm
plays
back
it
to
into the
Ghana.
midfielder. Gravenberch then does a turn. When Gravenberch does that turn, it then opens up play. The problem is there's not enough movement. Cody Gakpo's chilling on the left wing. Salah kind of trickles his way into the box. The striker is standing right next to Wirtz for whatever reason, I don't know. And then we just move from there, and then we pray that we can walk the ball into the net. Am I about right, guys? Like, is that roughly about how we've been playing since the new players have come in, but also since the back of last season? It's the same thing over and over again, and it is boring to watch, bro. And it's not even like I'm saying we're playing good football, but it's the same thing. Then I could be like, okay, well, bro, I don't mind doing this every single week. If it's good football, you win some, you lose some. But at least we're enjoying the football. You can see, okay, when it clicks, as everyone keeps saying, then we can kind of move and push forward, and then we can see what it really looks like. At the moment, I'm looking at the players and I'm just like, bro, you some of you don't even know what look like you know what's even going on, what's been told of you. You've been told,
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz, you're the left winger. But guess what? You're going to be the left winger in the game against Palace. You're going to be the left winger, right? But guess what? We're going to move you a bit infield. And when we move you infield, you're going to stay there. You ain't going to come out to the left. And guess what? Kirkes, you're also going to be kind of next to Florian Wirtz. He's then thinking, well, I wasn't really doing that before, but okay, I'll do it anyway. Guess what? He can't do that well. So now we're just playing this narrow football with no width, and then against a team with fucking wing backs. Then you come up against a team like Galatasaray, where
Exactly.
Liverpool had moments. I won't discredit them in that regards. They had moments to score goals, but in the general phase of play, as I said, the build-up, guess what, was slow. The passing was the same passing. The midfield was open. Galatasaray in the first minute of the game cut us through straight away. Like it's the first minute of the game, they're already cutting through. Where are your midfielders, bro?
Yeah,
Why is the
that's
midfield
the thing.
so fucking open, bro?
That's the
Sorry,
thing
go on.
with with what you said. Perkins picking up a higher position against Palace.
Hmm.
Thinking, what's the point? Because if you lose the ball, like the other games, you're playing them in a free. But
Hmm.
then against Palace, you want to push more players up, like at least balance it out. Because as soon as you lose that ball, Munoz is on his bike.
Yeah.
Virgil doesn't want to keep going out wide all the time. You can literally see in his gameplay, he doesn't like going out wide. Kind of like, this is long, man. Like, I don't even want to go out of my position into a
Hmm.
wider position. Pause. Um,
Hmm.
and it's like I don't know I don't know who's going through the tactic a lot, and I think it's all poor. And then another thing I wanted to say with the whole Chiesa situation. At first, it was Rio needs to start. Rio needs to play on the left. Now it's Chiesa that needs to come in. So like,
Yeah.
who is like it's everything so wishy washy. Like versus this player, oh, he needs to come out the team. Rio must start. Now Chiesa must start. When a majority of us, as like myself and you as well, G, we wasn't rating Chiesa's team
Hmm.
from last year because he wasn't great. He's had a
Hmm.
couple good games and fair play to him. Maybe he does deserve a chance, but it's just a quick transition from everyone's just jumping to conclusions and there's no actual calmness about the fan base at the moment and also the team as well. So going from Gakpo, cool, and that Diaz is gone, we have Gakpo.
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden, Rio has a few good games. Now we don't need another left winger. Then Chiesa has a couple of good games. Now Chiesa must start. It's going to be Gakpo and Chiesa. So what happened to Rio now then?
But this is the thing is you got to remember, like, and by the way, what you're saying, 100%. The problem is we're fans.
Yeah.
Why does the manager look like he's me on the touchline? Same bald head, same chilling there with the cool swag, and you know what I'm saying? We're both suave in that kind of regards. But you look like you don't know. You look like you're asking the same questions I'm asking. I am the fan. I am the fan of the football team. I'm asking these questions because I can't see it. You look like you're asking the questions, but you're the guy being paid to do this, though. That don't even make sense. So all of those questions you're asking, he looks like he's asking that same question. As I said, you put Florian Wirtz out there on the left to only bring Gakpo on in that second half because it wasn't working. This time, you put Florian Wirtz in the middle. Brother, it is not working with this guy right now. It just isn't working. Take him out of the fucking firing line. It is getting long now. It's just silly at this point. This isn't like a striker where you can maybe just pray that he gets like a Ollie
A
Watkins where you
chance.
get them lucky goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a chance off your backside and red. Bro, it's not that. It's really not that.
He's a
And
10. He's the heart of the
the team
team
are not used to
of the
playing with a
attack.
number
Yeah.
10 anyway like that. So we need to change up and maybe go back to what was potentially working at the beginning of last season, where I've said multiple times that the best I've ever seen Liverpool play under Arne Slot was that game away at Old Trafford. That is the best game I've ever seen from Arne Slot in terms of for Liverpool. Because everything was just on point. The pressing was on point. The intensity was on point. The passing was
Yeah.
on point. The movement was on point. The players were on point. He was on point with the substitute. Everything was on point. That's the
Yeah.
best game I've seen. I thought I was going to see, and that was, I think, game week 3 or something like that last
Yeah.
season. I thought,
Good game.
okay, this is Liverpool. All right, cool. I can get with this. I can fully get with this. Even if you don't like it, because people were saying it's a bit boring, that's fine. But you can see the identity, though. You can understand the roles. Gravenberch was looking like Rude Hullet, as everyone kept calling him. That's fine. I'm good with that. If you can continue playing like this, don't change this. Just keep doing this. I don't care if you lose. I don't care. I really don't care. Just play like this. Trust me, you'll win more games than you lose anyway. You'll win more games than you lose, but you didn't. And then you've now deviated, and now we've just got this kind of mess, you know what I mean, that we're seeing here. I'm going to run through a couple of the questions. Big up to everybody inside, man. Much love to everybody. I'll go through some of the comments, some of the questions as well, and then we'll obviously continue on taking a look at some of the players and some of their like positioning, and then obviously we can chop it up. Big up to Honesty as well. He's gifted one membership to one of you lucky guys in the chat. So big up to anybody who is a member at this moment in time. As I said, during the international break, I will have I got a few good videos, my top tens in every position. So I'll put that out for members. Obviously, if you're not a member, you'll be able to watch it, but just at a later date than the actual members themselves. I want to give the members the chance to be able to look through that. Who had it here? All right, AR had this question. G, question for you. Edwards and etc. are big data guys, so I'm sure they got the players according to a system they would fit in, which must have come with a discussion with Slot. What do you think happened? I'll ask Harris first, and then I'll answer. Harris, what do you think, man?
I think with data, I think nowadays it's kind of like a bit not informal, but if you search up how many touches has this player had in the box, or how many dribbles does this player complete, it's a bit harder to just look at a screen. Oh, this person has this many touches in the box, and he's a 10, for example. You haven't seen that in person. Obviously, you have scouts, but just basing it off of stats or something to suit a system, it's not. I don't think it's as reliable because, yeah, like for example, if Mo Salah had those stats, and then you had bloody what's his name, Riyad Mahrez. Those are two different players, two different playing styles, but they had the same amount of touches in the box. Like the positions that they're picking up, for example, and where they're doing it. It's just I don't think it's as reliable. So we signed Isak, TK, Wirtz, Berkes, and Frimpong. From the fullbacks that we've signed, imagine that having the idea of whether it's Berkes, Robertson, Bradley, Frimpong. Imagine Slot and the team agreed to not play inverted fullbacks, complete opposite, which is line, down the line, crosses, bombing up and down. Because my ideal choice was I wanted Nori, Wolves.
So did I.
And even seeing him in the City games going forward, he looks all right, man. And I just preferred him to Kirkes because I think Nori was a bit more. He's not even a bit. He's much more technical than him, and I just think he's a better footballer. And I thought we were gonna get a few centre backs, so that's should cover. But just with the team as a whole, when it comes to data, I just don't think it's as reliable. Probably the only reliable one is probably centre backs when it comes to like aerial duels and whatever. But then again, you're questioning who are they coming up against? For example, they could be playing in Serie A. They've got like an 80% dual success rate. Then you're comparing it to a Premier League centre back who's coming up against, I'd say, more physical forwards, a bit more direct. You can't compare it because it's different leagues. So we got Leone, and like no one knew who he was before we signed him, and that's not a bad thing. But when it comes to like how can I say, I think there was an article saying that Liverpool see him as one of the best talents. That's also data driven. They've probably seen him, and it's definitely data driven. His height, know that Liverpool, I think they like a lot of tall centre backs, maybe 6'3" and over. But that's the ideal. I'd say that's the ideal thing that we'd go. That we go for. Just think Hughes and the staff. I think they obviously came to an agreement with the players that they wanted because everything was kind of in full flow. The only person that we didn't really get was Gurhey. Yeah, and if you look at Gurhey, he's quite progressive in his passing. He's he's much better on the ball than Kanate. So maybe we are trying to move away from we progress the ball because Kanate can't really do it to a high standard. And we saw in a Palace game, Virgil was getting frustrated with him.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just think the whole structure right now, even off the ball, I think we're poor and it needs to be much better. We need to see what happens in January or even next summer with who we sign. Because right now the roles, like I said, Frimpong and Kirkes, they are bombing fullbacks, but then you've got Kirkes playing in the back three, which doesn't make sense to me.
No, I agree, man. I agree, and I think and big up Endz obviously for joining us.
Big up,
this
man.
Big up,
afternoon.
Endz.
I'm gonna get your
Big up, guys.
thoughts in a sec. But no, I agree with what you're saying. I think the only thing I disagreed with everything that you just said, well, not disagree, but just the only thing I don't want to harper on about is forget even next summer, forget even January, because there's no point there's no point signing players, whoever it is, whether you sign Pedri, if we sign Pedri, Vitinha, Dembele, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm not really even bothered about that because you've shown that regardless of anything, you still signed Wirtz, you still signed Issa, you still signed Ekatike, Kirkes, Frimpong, but you're not even getting them to work. I'm not trusting that if you sign whoever else that you're just going to get that to work. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's no point at this point. I don't want to see your signings anymore. I've seen them now. I've seen what you can do. Cool. Let me see what it looks like on the pitch with these guys. And again, like I said, this whole when it clicks rubbish, it can only click if they have something to actually, to actually touch. If there's actually an output there isn't anything there. So I don't want to see you sign this guy and sign that guy. I really, really don't. Endz, man. Before you, no, let's get your thoughts, and then I've got something I got a video. I got a video I want to play.
Oh, you got a video of it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's from your calling show actually. It's from your calling show yesterday.
Okay.
But just chat to me, bro, because I feel like and what I'm gonna say before, and I know I'm taking long, but before anything, Savage and Endz, right? Been rocking with these guys for years now. Been a good few years. I've listened to them from the very first time I heard Endz, for the very first time I heard Savage. If you hear the way that these two speak about Liverpool today, like in terms of the team, the players, system, manager, blah, 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 I promise you, there's something wrong. Because these two will find positive within something. Not stupidly. They're not going to do the dumb thing where it's just overly positive for no reason. It's not none of that. It's let's try and maybe look at it more the glass half full kind of thing, right? Yes, they see the negatives, but let's maybe look at it from that kind of angle. Bro, I've listened to Savage and Endz now properly in the last 3 to 4 games. Bro, your faces say, oh, I won't lie, that the camera does not lie. Your faces in the call-in show yesterday, I was literally I was just sat there. I was literally just sitting there, just chilling. And I said, nah. First of all, Savage has had enough. I know that much. Savage, enough. He's had enough. But I said, I knew that was coming with Savage. I knew because of the way that the team is playing. But I thought Endz would be able to stick it out maybe just a little bit longer. I thought Endz will maybe go a bit longer because, do you know what I mean? Endz will just see it in that kind of way. He's a manager, he's a coach. He can see it a bit differently than myself or Savage or anybody else, right? Yeah, when I saw you lot's faces yesterday, though, and the way I heard Endz say, nah, Bun Van Dijk too. He was shit. I said, raw, okay.
Personal.
I said, okay. Endz never said that, I don't care how many dead games that Van Dijk has had. I've never heard Endz say, nah, Bun Van Dijk. Endz, chat to us about yesterday, bro. Chat to us.
Bro, I don't know, man. I slept on it. I'm all right, man, to be fair. I'm a lot chilled today. I'm a lot calmer today. But, bro, it's mental what's going on with this team. The team has got too many good players to be playing this shit of a football. Like, I'm watching the team can't string passes together. I'm subjected to now 45 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour of just seeing good football, and then that's it for 90 plus minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Liverpool fan, bro. I didn't choose to support like a conference team. I didn't support League One. I'm supporting the best club in England, bro. So there's an expectation that goes with that. Good football, great players, good managers, trophies. There's an expectation that goes with that. But for some reason, we're playing as if we're not a good team. We're playing as if we've not got good players. Or we're playing like we ain't got a good manager. But obviously, he won the Premier League, so he gets that grace in it. But tactically, man, we're all over the place, bro. I don't think not one player on the football pitch understands what they need to do in this system. I heard Ekitike say in the press conference, oh, yeah, do you know what? Like, do you get, like, you know, instructions from the manager in terms of, you know, where you need to be? He's saying, nah, just do my thing, innit?
Nah.
Do my thing, my guy. What do you mean, do my thing? Nah.
Did he say
I can
that?
help the players and bring my... Obviously, not in the exact words, but
Not in the exact words, yeah.
literally, he got asked about what, you know, in terms of your position in a team and what you offer. Does the manager give you instructions and blah, blah, blah? His answer says to me, there's no instructions, just go and do you. And he plays like that. You can see that he plays like that. He plays like he's doing him.
Yeah.
Bro, it makes no sense right now, bro. It makes no sense in what we're trying to do. The pluses, guys, listen, at least we were winning games of football. So then it could paper over it. Someone was mentioning these little things. Everyone was like, nah, but we're winning, man. It's champions mentality, you know, we're being able to win games. I'm like, it's champions mentality if you weren't throwing away leads.
Exactly.
Like, if you weren't throwing away 2-0 leads, then yeah, it's do you know what I mean? If you just was bombarding a team for the whole game and then we get the win, you're like, do you know what? We were cooking them. They just did well defensively, and then we just got it at the end. Finally, you could accept that. Good football, good transitional moments, good 1-2s. None of that is going on within the team right now. The senior players, you know, when you bring in and you sign new players, right? You go, there's going to be an embedding period where the player's going to take a little bit of time to understand the league, understand the new environment, understand the expectations, understand the tactics. But you expect the senior players, the Alissons, the Virgils, the Salahs, the guys, the Robos, the ones that's been here and done it. The Gomez's, because they've been here for a while, the expectation of what the club, the ethos of what the club is, right? They're not even doing that. The Ibus as well, throw them in there as well. They're not even showing that. So the new players are coming in and going, we need time to settle in. But the old players are doing the exact same thing. Like, they need time to settle in as well. I'm like, but you man have been there for ages, bro. You guys know what it takes to win a Premier League. You know what it takes to win a Champions League. But you're pretending as if you guys are the new players as well. So like the whole team, the squad is a new team. Literally, it feels like everyone is just new. We didn't have a team. They rolled out the checkbook. We just signed all 20-odd players this season. And we're like, let's just try and see if we can make it work. That's the way it feels right now. That's the way it feels. And then I'm looking at the senior players going, the Virgils, the Salahs, the Alissons, the Kanates. I'm looking at them, you know, you guys are on the pitch. Can you guys like show me something? Like, can you guys like set the tone, set the standards, set what we need to do? And then the rest will follow because they look up to you guys. They understand the hierarchy in the squad. But you man are out there doing random stuff. Salah come on, frailing about the players, don't know what he was on. What was the point of taking off Frimpong? Virgil was on the pitch, but at some points I'm like, apart from a couple of headers you won, my guy, then the ball's rolling off your shins, like just doing random stuff. Kanate doing Kanate stuff, just random stuff.
Bozo stuff.
Just random. No, I'm not going to use the word bozo. I don't like the connotation it leads to our players, man. He's not a bozo. He's just plain shit. That's it. And then I look at, and then I go, all right, cool, no problem, whatever. Then my goalkeeper dives to make a save and then hurts his hamstring, bro. Like, if we just wanted to add.
Just quickly before you continue, did Slot mention, like, does he know how long?
No, he didn't. He don't know.
It wasn't positive. He
But,
said it wasn't.
but he said he felt it from when, I think it was when, you remember when Osimhen tried to chip him? He said he felt it from there. So that's when he was running back to goal. He felt
To
it
go,
from
yeah,
there.
yeah. Okay.
And then after, and that's when, obviously, once he made that other save, but this was a while after, obviously, once he made that other save, he's like, yeah, nah, don't. So he come off. I think Ekatike is one. He said he felt cramp in his hamstring. I don't know if he felt cramp in there, if it's true or not. That's what he said, but we'll wait and see, bro. We'll wait and see on those guys. But I've seen you got this graphic up, yeah? And what's killing me, bro, we have 2 right backs in the team. Not 1, 2. 2 fit right backs, by the way. They're both fit. But yet still, these crazy people keep telling me Szobo should play at right back. Are you guys happy now that he played at right back, stunk the place up at right back, and gave away the penalty at right back? Weren't a penalty, but it is what it is, isn't it? You got it. While you have 2 right backs. And then you wonder why. Why is the team conceding these dead goals? There's no cohesion because no one knows who's going to be the right back. It might be Bradley. It might be Szobo. It might be Frimpong. No one knows who's going to be the right back. It might be Kirkes. It might be Robinson.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're guaranteed is Ibu and Virgil are going to play at the back and the goalkeeper. That's the only in your back 5, as people like to call it. That needs to be something you can build from. It needs time to develop.
And,
If it is it going to be Kirkes or is it going to be Robbo? And then we rotate out if tiredness or whatever. Is it going to be Frimpong? Is it going to be Bradley? Then we rotate out. Someone needs to explain to me why he chose to play Szobo at right back yesterday. I don't know. I'm so confused. What's the reason? What? Because he's fast. Frimpong's the fastest guy in the team.
Facts.
If you wanted someone to handle Yilmaz yesterday, that's the guy you put there.
Yeah.
Because he won't beat him for speed, bro. He won't. It makes no sense, bro. Like, this manager's doing stuff that don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Jones comes into the team. You're like, okay, cool. No problem. Jones gets your dessert. But then I'm like, your best double pivot is the 2 guys. You need people in your midfield that's going to work. You need 2 in the midfield where you go, these are my 2. We'll build from here. Tiredness, fitness issues, we'll change it. Who's the mid? So not only do we change the fullbacks whenever we want, the midfield. What's the midfield for the next game? No one can tell you what the midfield is. It might be McAllister that started. It might be Jones. It might be a combination of Jones and McAllister. It might be Szobo and Jones. It might be McAllister and Szobo. It might be Szobo and Gravenberch. No one knows the midfield pivot. So how do you build continuity? How do you build a chemistry if every game is just going to change, bro? It doesn't make sense, bro. This doesn't even make sense.
I really don't know. I don't know.
And then I saw something in the first 15 minutes, right? I saw Florian Wirtz flourishing, creating chances for the team, looking like it was about him. Frimpong wasn't doing too bad. It looked like there's a bit of balance. Their crosses was getting into the box. It looked good. After 15 minutes, bro, I don't know what happened. They said, nah, you know what? Bun what was working. Let's go revert back to type. You know what? Virgil, hold on to the ball, my guy. You hold on to the ball. We'll wait for someone to press you. Then we'll roll it into the other guys. And in that time, I need Kirkes. You stand next to Virgil just in case. Because he might just need you for a 5-yard pass just to get it back anyway. Do you know what? Szobo, you go and invert into midfield because it makes sense. You go in there. So now when Ibu turns to open up himself to go to the right-hand side for a pass, unless Frimpong drops deep, there's no pass there. Now I have to reverse back and then I have to go back. It feels like it's set up for Virgil to get the ball to give it to Mo. I feel like the system is we're going to tuck everyone in a position where it has to go back to Virg and then we just go out to Mo with a long pass or go out to Frimpong for a long pass. You know, whoever is playing on that. That's what it feels like. Do you know what? That's the system. That's the system. I now understand the system. That's what it is. Now we've got a striker injured, a goalkeeper injured. Isak got four touch, bro. Nah.
No, we're gonna get onto that. We're gonna speak about that next. Right, so let me play this video from yesterday, right? So this is obviously from Endz's call, and this is Jerry was speaking, right? And I like the question that he asked because the look on both Endz and Savage's face, and then I saw the chat go in. I said, "Yeah, this is
the question I want to ask," and it's the panel, and the people in the chat. Can someone give me the 3 characteristics of slot ball? If you were to just put in bibs on every player, yeah, you don't know who. Every player is just a random player. Would you be able to look at that on the pitch today? Look at that on the pitch from last week, the week before, heck, go back to last season and be like, yeah, that's slot ball. Because I couldn't.
No.
I don't know if he wants to do possession. I don't know whether he's trying to create chances. I don't know whether he's trying to sit in a low block. Don't get it twisted. We've had good performances last season. But it seems to me like we're just relying on individual quality. Yeah, Salah, can you do something? Yeah, Diaz, can you do something? Gakpo, can you just like cut in and shoot and score goals? Yeah, Szobo, get us a free kick. Grab, can you do that turn? Yeah, do that turn and beat your man. But when you can't do that turn like today and he loses the ball, then what? Where's the patterns? Where's the build-up? Where's the instruction? Oh, Trent's rubbish, but it seems like we're missing Trent because that individual quality for him to just lick a pass from, you know what I mean, from one pitch to the other. But I told, man, I went to the West Ham game, I've never seen a pass like that in my life. He just released Salah. We're never going to get that again. Now we're relying on what? On Frimpong. We're playing Szobo there. Please, someone tell me. Please, someone.
Honestly, when I heard, like, you know, when I sat there, yeah, and that was and I listened to everybody else as well, because I was just more intrigued to see how everybody kind of saw the game, right? And it was a very, very good call-in show, by the way. But it was more, I think Michael just said it there, it was kind of like therapeutic to just listen to the way that people are speaking. But at the same time, if you guys watch Endz's video that he put out, I think it was just after that he put it out, and he's talking about the game. And one of the things that Endz said in the video was obviously speaking about Alexander Isak, and, you know, let that sink in, that a player that we signed for this, he didn't use those words, but a player that we signed for this amount had, I think he played 36 minutes, I think. He had 4 touches of the ball. Bearing in mind, his first touch was that shot. So I thought, okay, Isak on, yo, we're going to move. That's what I thought. I thought Isak, he's already ready. Like, he looks like he can go and we can do whatever, right? Yeah. Isak had 4 touches of the ball, bro. Like, that's it. Like, there was nothing else. There was the 4 touches of the ball. I was in, like, you know, when you're just in a level of shock. Like, you just don't really understand it. I only have 4
boy.
Like 4. Bear in mind, two of those were passes and 1 was the shot. And he lost possession 1 time. So he's really not even doing anything. This is in 30 odd minutes, bro. And this is us saying this is what we wanted. We take off Ekatike. Bro, we've got Isak on the bench, man. Don't even stress about that. And this is what happened. And Jerry asking the question there about someone, and even now, I like, before I was doing the show, I was trying to like figure out, like, I was like, okay, let me not be disingenuous. Let me actually do the work and let me see. I don't know. The only thing I can maybe think of is slow in build up, but for a reason. I just don't know what the reason is though. But I just feel like, okay, he's being slow deliberately. This isn't anything else other than, he told them, I need you to really slow it down. And then at some point, maybe we quicken it up. Florian Wirtz had 6 passes into the final third. Ibu had more than 10. Florian Wirtz had 6 passes into the final third. Ibu had more than 10. Our centre-back was playing the ball more forward into those areas than the attacking midfielder.
This is why I tell you, people are not watching the game, bro. In the last game, who had the most progressive pass against Palace? Ibrahim Konate again, bro. Our centre-backs are the ones creating because they're not passing to the guys in the 10, the man in the midfield to go and do the creation. And then the guy that's creating, for some reason, you man need to find his shooting boots because you're making him look bad now.
But the thing is that, like, even on that, yeah, you said it earlier on about in the first 15 minutes. And again, when I listened to your video, you literally said in 98 minutes there was only 15 minutes that you actually liked in the thing, right? Wirtz isn't playing badly. Like, I don't watch him and think you are shit. I don't think that. But whatever the manager's asking him to do, brother, it's not working. The players don't pass to him. Donny will make a third man run, and you just don't pass it to him. So I'm like, what's the point of him being there? Because all you're going to do is go back to Virgil, who's going to go to Konate, who's going to go to Gravenberch, who's going to try and find someone on the wing, but he can't. So he might just go back. He will then play it to Kerkez. Kerkez will play it back. He might play it into Gravenberch. Gravenberch swivel. Now, when Gravenberch opens up the play, guess what? He's got Florian Wirtz already kind of close to him, but he's obviously come to pick up the ball. But then guess what? Ekitike wants to also drop T2 because he wants to also play as an attacking midfielder for some reason. Salah is doing fuck all on that right-hand side, as in don't even count him on that side, right? Then you got the left-hand side, when it's Gakpo, he just kind of, he's like he's just there. Like he's just there just to be there. But we're not really using him, but he's just there kind of thing. So then I'm wondering what's actually going on. Like, why do Florian Wirtz is supposed to be the brother? He's the one. Give him the ball. Stop trying to find other play. Ibu, stop playing the ball into the final third. I don't need that. I don't need it. Because we're not the only way you play it into the final third is if you do what Manchester City do, which is they get Ruben Diaz, Vardy, or whoever who plays it into Haaland, who can make the ball stick. He then pops it off and then he moves into the box. That's the only way you can do that. Yeah, let's pop it into the final third. Or when Gueye or Richards or Lacroix, when they get the ball, they go long or they go straight into Mateta's feet. He then pops it off to Sarr or he pops it off to Pino or Eze, whoever it was at the time. That's the only way, because those kind of players are like target men. They're big guys. They can hold their weight. Ekitike can hold his weight. I'm not saying he can't, but he's not. He don't want to do that. He ain't trying to just, let me get the ball, let it stick, let me pop it. No, he wants to get the ball. He wants to feel the ball. He wants to, dribble with it. He wants to do all of that kind of stuff. So, what you as a manager, you're frustrating me because I'm like, so what the fuck are you asking them to do? Sorry for swearing, but it's annoying me. What are you asking of the players? Like, because they don't know what they're doing. We've seen it all season. They don't know what they're doing. So it will click thing. As Sammy said, we saw Real Madrid sign Mbappe, got Arda Güler obviously in, got Endrick in, got obviously the Jude Bellingham, like got all of these players. It didn't click. We watched Real Madrid. It did not click last season with all of these players. It didn't click. So there's nothing to suggest that this is just going to click this season. Yeah, straight away, boom, bam, bing. We've got all. It doesn't work like that. Football does not move in cycles like that. Football doesn't do that. You have to find that system. You need, even if it's one of those where Liverpool don't even pretend, because this isn't a guarantee to win the league. And I'm not saying the other way will, but I can guarantee if Liverpool play better football, they'll be the best team in England. That's not, I've got no doubts about that. What, Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson. You think that like just that five alone, that can't be, bro, it's the best in the league. If they've got a system that they can work with. Brother, we won the league with fucking Gini Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson, and them, man. I'm pretty sure he can win the league with these other guys. I'm pretty sure he can do that. So just find the system that works for these players. Stop trying to overcomplicate it, because now you're doing what Pep Guardiola did in the final against Chelsea, what Mikel Arteta does in stupid games where you just overcomplicate things. Stop. I don't need to see it, bro. It's boring to watch now. But chat to me anyway about.
It's just overcomplicating it, bro. And it feels like he feels like he doesn't want to upset players as well. Yeah. Like that's the way it feels. It feels because I'm looking, going, bro, you don't need every one of your midfielders to be on the pitch, bro. You don't need McAllister and Szobo and Gravers, and then because I'm like, and Jones, where are you gonna put all of them? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put Szobo at right back, so I can please. No, bruv. If you don't want to play Szobo today and you wanted to play Mac, Szobo, sit on the bench. And that goes for every one of them. If that's what you want to do for today and you feel this is going to work best for this game, I have no problem with that. But my guy, don't try and shoehorn everyone in. You don't need Wirtz left wing. You don't need Szobo left back. Bro, he wants to put Wirtz left wing, Szobo right back, and then play Mac and Gravers in there. So you want all your midfielders on the pitch. So when it goes wrong, and it's not working, who do you go for? Endo, defensive midfielder. Is that who you're going to draw for when we need something to happen, a spark? It makes no sense, bro. Pick the two you want to play, and then the other two just sit on the bench and wait until you need them. And guess what? They'll want to come on and prove a point. You're not shoehorning them in. You're not trying to force everyone into the team. Like now he's taking Salah off. We didn't win. Now he's gonna be like, oh, see, I took him off, but we didn't win, so I'm gonna have no. We had good moments, but you changed it, and it didn't work anyway when he came back on. So the next game, do you know what? Sit on the bench again against Chelsea. Sit on the bench. Go with it again. Can we keep trying? Can we try something different and see if it can work, bruv?
Harrison, what you
Gaffer is
saying?
on crack, bruv.
I want to move on to. I want to move on to some of the players that we can talk about all the other players, but just there was a few that I just wanted to really look at, and obviously one of those was obviously Dominic Szoboszlai and Jeremy Frimpong. I mean, Szoboszlai did not have a good game. Endz was right in regards to where is everyone now with the whole Szobo should be the right back, even though we've got 2 right backs, 3 if you count Joe Gomez as well. So we've got 3 right backs essentially in the team, but he went with obviously with him. Harris, man, just in terms of, okay, I'll ask you this. Why do you think he played Szoboszlai there and put Frimpong in right wing? Is it there?
I don't even know.
Take it, he's not there. I'll ask you, Endz, man. Why do you think he's gone with Szoboszlai right back and Frimpong right wing?
Previous evidence that he played him at right back and it worked. But it worked when we, obviously you had to put him there. You had to put someone there, right? Because we didn't have anyone fit. Frimpong was injured and Bradley was injured, so you thought, okay, I'll put him there, and it worked. He's a clever enough player to do a job there, right? But after that, man, like, why we keep doing this? Why we keep doing this, bro? Why we keep doing this? Like, he's better. You're better off of having him in your midfield. He's your legs. He's the engine for you. He's the one that does all the running. And you take that away out of your game against a team that you're going to have to play against not only the players they have, but you're going to have to play against their fans as well, because the fans are going to give them energy, so you're going to be up for the game. You're going to need the energy in the midfield. You decide to take the energy out of your midfield and put it at right back.
Yeah,
and then the
true.
right back
But
that you have on the bench, you hold the bench, and then the other right back you have, you go, I'm going to start you as a winger, which I didn't have an issue with because Chiesa weren't there. I would have probably given Chiesa the nod, giving him the start. So I'm like, okay, cool. But if you're going to do that, play Bradley, bro, and put Szobo on the bench then, if that's what you want. And that's what I'm saying, shoehorning players in. Because he's like, at least I'll have Szobo on the pitch. For what, bro? You're telling me Bradley and Frimpong isn't capable enough to keep Elmas quiet in the game? Because clearly the guy you trust to do it didn't. Like, it's just mental, bro. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. This guy's a crazy guy, bro.
What about you, Harris, man? Like, yeah, like, why are we going with? I get it, and to Scraps' point about he did. But that was off the basis of we don't have any right backs. So we now know that he can play a role there if we need him to play that role.
Yeah.
We have the right backs now. So I just don't really get, but yeah, go on.
I mean, to be fair, no one was complaining about a right back situation with Szobo. I think everyone's a bit in their feelings because when he was when he got man of the match against Newcastle and Arsenal, no one was saying nothing. It was just all straight praise. No one was mentioning, we got 2 right backs on the side, so what's going on there? But they were coming back from injury, so there's a bit more context to it. But like now, it's like, I think there's some people that say, well, what's the term? Don't fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. Now that you've seen Szobo have a shaky game, and then you're playing Frimpong right wing, like you could have went Szobo in the 10, Wirtz on the right, but more inside. Then you could have put Frimpong at right back where he has a bit more space to go forward. It's just, I just think, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. This fullback situation. Just, yeah, I don't know. Honestly.
It's like, you know how mad it is for you to say, like, you both kind of said it there. It's like, I don't know. Like, how are we... I don't get how three of us can sit here, right? We all know football to whatever degree. Some managed, some played, some still playing, whatever. And all three of us can sit here and be like, bro, I actually just don't know though. Like, as in, I don't know what you're trying to do, what you are doing. Like nothing. It just seems like we have no idea. And this is the point I'm baffled about, is that why are we sitting here asking the manager, why are you playing a midfielder that, as Endz said, the best midfielder that you've got, or the best midfield you've got in double pivot is the Bozolai and just play those two. Just play those two. And even if you don't want to do that, I'm actually good with that. But don't then put Szobo in at right back. Put the right back. Put Bradley. Just do that. And then bring on Szobo later. Or play Szobo. Whatever you want to. Just keep the right back at right back, my bro. Now, Frimpong wasn't shit. I didn't watch it and think like he was shit or anything like that. It was just more of a case of you're playing further up now, which I semi-understand, but you're a player that you need yards to run into. Playing that high up the pitch is, when he was playing wing back, it wasn't right wing, it was more wing back, which is you get the freedom to kind of run up and down that kind of channel. When he's playing as a right winger and you're telling man, yeah, stay out there on the right hand side, just stay there, and you've got this little section to work in, but he's too fast for all of that. Like, he needs way more yardage, and we're not even getting use of him actually being there. Like, it's not like him being there benefited Liverpool in any such way. I didn't feel like it benefited us in any such way. Do you get what I'm saying?
You just shoehorned in, bro. You just shoehorned in to play because Chiesa is either not there and he didn't want to play Mo. That's what I'm saying. Are you just listening to the fans then, bro? You're actually managing, bro. I don't even understand.
He must be watching the streams, bro. Don't be surprised if he moves to 3 at the back. If he does, I 100% know he's got someone watching the streams, man. Florian Wirtz, man. Obviously, we spoke a little bit about him there. Listen, everybody's speaking about Florian Wirtz at this moment in time, man. I guess I'll ask just one question because we could spend all day on him. What do you want the manager to do with Florian Wirtz at this moment in time?
Build a team around him. Build the team around him and play to him. Let me watch the game and go, at least I see us playing for him. And then if he's playing shit, then I'll be like, cool, no problem. He's creating chances for these players, and we're not even trying to find it. Based off, we looked at the stats from the Palace game. We've looked at the stats throughout the season, right? We've seen that when he leaves the pitch, he creates the most chances in the team. But because no one's putting them away, whether the chances you think are good enough, whatever it is, they're not scoring. So he has no goals, no assists. He should have scored. Can he be a bit stronger in moments? 100%. But he just looks like any other player. Like, you could have put any other player in there because it's not built around getting the best out of you. You could put Bajcetic in there, still get the same results. That's how bad it is. Put Trainioni in there, still get the same results. Because you're not building the team around these players, bro. You've bought them and gone, yeah, but I'm still gonna keep playing for the older guys. I'm still gonna play for Virgil's long pass and Mo Salah running in behind. But you've got a guy that you don't even utilize his skill sets as much, creating you 3 chances in a game. Unless the gaffer shifts the formation to what I said and put 3 at the back and put him in a double 10, put him in a position where you have to utilize his skill sets, it's long, bro. And how I know he's not utilizing him, he's played him left wing, boy. He's played him left wing. Because some people wanted to tell me, oh yeah, but his heat map is on the left. And I kept saying, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't. If someone just naturally drifts over there, it does not mean they can play left wing. That's not what it means. It just means the preference of how. It just means where he likes to operate in. It could be in those moments he has good connections with the players on that particular side. He likes the way they play. He likes the 1 and 2 touch. Where the other side, he's like they like to hold on to it and dribble too much. We threw him out there on the left wing, did nothing. We did it again, did nothing. Did it against Everton when we brought him on, did nothing. So can we just stop this stupid experiment now and play him in the 10 and play through him? Because in that first 15 minutes, if you watch the game, you'd see that we were utilizing him. And that's how we should be playing. Get him on the ball, get him involved in the game. And he will make things happen. But yeah, I don't know, man. Forget it, bro. Forget it. They don't care. Who cares? Just who cares, bro, at this point? Who cares, bro?
What about you, Harris, man? Like, obviously, we've seen Wirtz hammer many times. Obviously, saw him yesterday. As Endz said, he's creating the chances. People are not putting them away. I don't think, me anyway, I'm not bothered by that part, because if you are creating, then I know, okay, at least he's creating the chances. It's just a matter of, we're just not really putting them away. But as I said before, he played 6 passes here. Yeah, 6 passes into the final third. Ibu played more than 10. Is that a problem for you? Is that something we need to change, maybe, in terms of maybe the areas that he's picking up the ball? Like, what do you think?
I think a lot of players skip him, and I miss him out in play.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I do think it is down to where he's picking up the ball. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm watching this football, and it's like, what's this guy doing? Because we've got all of it's like buying a gun, or like an AK-47. I'm not knowing how to use it, but you spend all your money on it. And like, for starters, it's like, yes, he's created all the chances, but then again, there has been a few moments where he's just getting absolutely bullied off the ball. Like Newcastle, that's expected. Bournemouth, I remember Semenyo, I don't know if you guys remember, he gave him a body check right from behind, and he thought it was a foul, but it was just a complete body check, and he got the ball from him. Yeah, so it's like, welcome to the Premier League thing. And he himself, like, tens nowadays in the Premier League, you got to have some kind of physicality about you. Like Rodgers, he's physical. He can hold people off. You've got Eze, who can do the same thing. Who else is there? What other tens are there? What's his name? Palmer. He's slim, but he's quite dense. He's quite strong, which is why he can hold people off. Yeah, and he's quite smart as well. So Wirtz, he's quite small, and he's not. I wouldn't say he's physical like that. Which is why maybe in a different league he'll get away with it, most certainly. But in the Premier League, you're going to come against man like Caicedo, Rodri, Rice, Zubimendi. They're all physical. Bruno from Newcastle, Joe Linton. Yeah, this is no other soft league. It's quite a physical league, and maybe the personnel. Yeah, maybe he might have been better off going off to like a Man City where you're going to keep the ball. You're going to keep the ball, and you've got positions where you can operate in, and you're not losing the ball as much. Yeah, because as much as some people can cuss City for their season last year, they kept the ball, yeah, a lot. But they had issues defensively where if they was to lose the ball, a lot of teams were quite clinical against them last year. Like I remember Sporting, that was like a 4-0 loss, I think. Yeah, we are just not that team, and because Wirtz is like a soft player, he's not helping the pivot out. Whereas Szobo, when he was in the 10, he was helping them out. There'll be times there where I remember there was a few times where Szoboszlai will be running from 10, he'll be running straight past Gravenberch and McAllister into the box to defend. Yeah, so it's more of a structure, and I'd say personnel kind of thing. But we, Liverpool Football Club, did not buy him to play left wing or inside 10 or whatever. We paid him to play as the number 10, the creator, of the team. And he has created a few chances, and it's not his fault that those people can't finish. I need to see a bit more from him, and also from Slot as well, because I feel like he's telling him, "Oh, don't worry, Wirtz, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. You're gonna have that one game, and you're just gonna click. Like, there's no tactical adjustment. Oh, okay, this is not working, so let me try this." It's just kind of like, just stay into form. And like you said earlier, G, you can really do that with strikers because they might just get that one goal, one lucky goal, whether it's a penalty, whether it's a header or good finish or a dead shot, but
Bro,
it's just
off
gone
your
in.
toe,
Yeah,
off
you
your
can. Yeah,
backside, like it doesn't even matter.
yeah,
You just get a goal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's all what matters. But when you're relying on someone to be, especially when they come for 115 million, you're looking at them and saying, "We paid this much for you. You better cook something up."
Mm-hmm.
We're not
No.
seeing it at the moment, and probably like for Chelsea, if I was Slot, I probably wouldn't play him. Could he just be like him against Caicedo with how he's playing now? Yeah, allow that, man.
Listen, there's a lot of players I think against Chelsea. I'm starting to think, you know, allow that, man. I'd rather just play Rio and let Rio just cook Reece James and then, man, you know what I mean, down that side. Because I feel like actually he probably would cause us more danger down that side in terms of, you know, just the
He
type of
takes
player.
risks.
Yeah, he takes risks.
He takes risks. Gakpo, you see with Gakpo, I like Gakpo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like with him, he looks like he's in quicksand.
Mm.
Like when he's dribbling with the ball, it's like he can't move almost. But if he was to try and take you down the line, I know he's done it a couple of times recently, taking his opponent down the line and crossing it in. He looks like he's thinking, like he's trying to calculate stuff. Nothing's in
Can
the
I-
moment. Like you see, Rio will get the ball and he'll just drive at you. He'll cause issues, etc. Gakpo looks very static, and it's starting to annoy me. I still rate him as a player, yeah, but he does bits for my country, and he plays for this club, so I'm going to get behind him, support him. But it's just sometimes, even times he cuts in and you see Kirkers on the overlap, he doesn't want to play him. I don't remember a time where he's actually like cut in and then he's reverse passed it to Kirkers and then he's put a ball into the box. Everything is so robotic with Gakpo nowadays. And it's I don't know. I think we might need something new. I think Diaz going to Bayern. I never really agreed with that move because I thought if he's gonna go, we better get someone else to come in and do something. We haven't. We have Chiesa, who no one before the season was saying to start, but now all of a sudden he must start. And then we've got Rio, who's just come up through the academy, and yeah. So yeah, go on, Endz.
No, I was gonna say I've sent G this as well to lead into what Honesty was saying. Yeah,
Most chances
Speaks for
created
itself.
for Premier League clubs in all competitions. So Florian Wirtz is creating the chances. I'm sure even Jack Grealish has assists
He
for
does. He has
Or
three.
five
does.
assists.
there we go. Bruno Fernandes, he's always up there, to be fair. He's always doing his thing. And then there's 5 players on 16. Mbuemo's actually got 18. So maybe Mbuemo and Florian Wirtz are quite similar in terms of they're creating chances, just no one's really putting them away. So their stats do look quite bad when you look at it, you know what I mean, in totality. But savage, man.
Yo,
Big up, by the way. Love for joining in. Yeah,
Big up, bro.
much
big up, man. Them.
like I said, I don't know if you watched the video that I did, obviously the call-in.
Yeah, I saw it.
Jerry, just Jerry's section, right? And I said anyway before when Endz came on, I said, listening to you both, and do you know what I mean, we've been doing streams now for ages, and I've heard the way that you guys speak about Liverpool and, you know, just I know your vibes.
Yeah.
When I've heard you, and I said you've obviously kind of gone before Endz is still, you know, hanging in there, but I can tell you're fed up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to ask you a question specifically about Isak, but I was like, I don't even think it's really that. I think it's actually just everything from the way you obviously been speaking and stuff. But just in regards to like yesterday's game, yeah, like what is it? Like, what's going on?
To be honest, yesterday's game was nothing different to what we've seen already. It was just a culmination of all the things going wrong at the same time. Whereas all the other games, the things have gone wrong and then one thing's gone right, and we've escaped with a victory, bro. So it's nothing different. That's the most shocking thing to everyone having this realization all of a sudden that, oh my God, maybe Slot and maybe the player, brother. I don't understand how people have only just seen this in the last 2 games, bro.
Yeah,
it's like
that's the funny.
Man are watching football with their elbows, bro. Bro, it's been like this. You'll remember, bro, because I remember like everyone kept telling me at the end of the season that I was being negative because it's like, come on, we've won the league, and I said I hear what everyone's saying in it, but I like my team being professional still because it shows the killer instinct in it that other teams have. But not our team, bro. They were doing up Cascada and that on IB for Rocks, bro. You get me?
We were not acting like a team that's been here. We were not
at all, bro. So then what the excuse was then was, oh yeah, because they're all drunk. They don't drink. They're not drinking. I can see it. They're not drinking, bro. There's a couple Muslim dons on the team. They're not drinking. Stop lying. Oh yeah, but it's because they've already the partying and that. No, I heard Allison. Allison said he was fed up of the partying. By the time he got to the celebration against Spurs when we lifted the trophy, they asked Allison. He looked tired, bro. He was like, "Listen, I don't really like the celebrating like too much. I'd rather just get to the parade because it's unlike them, and they're not used to it, bro. They're used to like one night celebration on the night, and then we get back to playing football because we got a job to do, bro. Like people were still paying for their tickets, thousands of pounds and that to get to the last game, and you man are there turning up tired, bro. So I knew that this geezer wasn't on crud since then. And all the people that were gassing me when he got into the squad talking about, oh, do you remember this thing? One, he was a genius, and two, he's so ruthless. He's so ruthless.
That was the one.
What? Because he took off the one youngster in one game. Yeah. What he lied about? Well. He didn't even check the stats on that game when with Kwanzaa versus Delap. No, everyone just went with what Slot said. I did. I saw the game. I went and saw what he was talking about. The one odd duel that he lost out to because Delap's a big youth, bruv. This is not new. This is not a revelation. It's been televised for time.
The truth will be televised.
Listen. There's a reason why every time you keep mentioning the Man U game, bro.
Yeah,
that wasn't in this. This wasn't in. That was in brother. That was in 2024, bro.
Bro, I know. I know. I fully know.
The Spurs game, we lifted the trophy. The man were extra gassed. Spurs scored, by the way. They went to mash them up, bro. Ipswich, bro. And then whenever the Real Madrid and Man City game is what we're bred in, but when you realize, yes, we were good. But Real Madrid and Man City were shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from
Man City did come back into the game second half, remember?
Yeah, but I'm saying like both on their shitty season, bro. They're both shit. Yeah. These both of their shitty seasons had. So I'm just saying, innit? Papering over the cracks, bro. Little things are papering over the cracks. Everyone's asking how we fix it, and everyone sounds speechless today, bro, because everyone's confused, innit? I get why, bro, because the man who's getting paid the big money he's confused too, bro. And he doesn't like any kind of criticism. But to be fair, the pundits and commentators have been nice to him. They're just asking him regular questions, and he's getting rattled, bro. Rattled. The thing what Carragher asked him to his face was what I was saying before Carragher said it, bro. And then I heard Carragher say last night, it ain't the result, it's the performance, bro. Oh, you mean what me and Endz were saying for weeks, bro? That's that thing. Because we all know when you're a top team, bro, the performances will yield the wins, bro. You ain't gonna be Liverpool, perform at your skin and lose the game. It's just not gonna happen, bro. It will happen one-off. One team will get a VAR decision or something, but as long as you play to your top team, it will never happen, bro. That's what PSG did last season. That's how they played their way back into form.
Mm-hmm.
We stink, bro. We stink in all aspects, bro.
Yeah.
You mean the club twerked for Isak for 30 mil a touch, blood? Oh no, you man. Me and Endz watch this, but I don't know if you've not seen Paralympian football, bro. But them man had more touches than Isak.
No,
they can't see, bro.
Facts.
They can't see. There's a ball in the ball. They can't see, bro. This is not a joke. I know I sound like I'm trying to be a comedian, bro. This is the truth, bro. A bit of realization. Everyone start getting caught up in their feelings every 2 minutes, bro. Everyone's all on this defensive. We're all Liverpool fans. There's no need to defend Liverpool against me because I want them to be good too, bro. Just listen to the conversation. I'm not always right, bro, and I don't get paid. Like, Slot ain't gonna listen to me. In fact, don't listen to me because that'll make you an idiot, bro. Listen to a content creator. But it's disgusting. And you remember when I said to you a couple of weeks back, I said I got a feeling that the way they've like brought these players, some of them like Frimpong and that, you see the big money players, bro. They've brought them regardless of Slot, 100%. Because I said FSG don't spend enough. They don't spend money like that, bro. So they need to think ahead. If we ever have to get rid of this guy, we need top players, bro. We can't just be giving him players based on his like whatever system he's got for him to get fired and shit. Because we won't dip back into the bank, bro. That's why I think Jerry was saying as well. Like, don't get gassed off how much they spent, bro. They ain't gonna do it again. It sucks, bro. And I don't know how man's eyes ain't bleeding week in, week out, bro. You should know. Every time I message G, bro, man's watching Netflix, bro. Man's watching Dexter instead of the game. My son's playing EA, bro.
Nah, when you said
Zabiri's in a forest, bro. He's in a tree, bro, with a sniper rifle, bro. He doesn't even want to watch the game. We got Cav tweeting, bro. Cav
tweeting is crazy. The game won't even finish, Sam. The game won't even finish and he tweeted. That means he took time out to go and tweet because he was mad frustrated.
And I have not to. You see all this sympathy for like, oh, you brought these players and they need time. Well, I don't know what you're telling me. I didn't tell you to spend that much money. You won the league. I thought you was a genius. So I thought the tweet wasn't the tweet just supposed to be we need the DM and we need the left back. That's what I heard going into the transfer window. Robbo's legs are going. We need the DM, and then we decided to spend loads and loads of money, bro. Okay, let's see what we can do. Nothing, bro. Nothing. And I think he's realized as well that, yeah, you went and got Wirtz. Because when they asked him about Szobo last season, he said, he can improve on his goal scoring and all that, bro. Bro, I think you've just welcome to the Premier League slot, innit? You found out the hard way, bro. You found out. You tried to do the luxury thing, bro. You tried to do the FM thing, bro. We get it, man. You're managing that bootleg league, innit? Respect to them, man. Ajax and them, man, bro. But and Hercules too and them teams there, blood. But yeah, I mean... Nah, bro. How many teams in that league? 12, blood. I don't know, blood. It's
no, but Sam, how can you have all of these men and not figure out how to use them though?
Because he's not a good manager, bro. That's why.
Just before you two go on, right? So big up Scrappy just reminded me. This is me last year, October. The date is October the 7th, 2024. This is me talking about Liverpool after the win that we had against Crystal Palace. Just I'm going to play a little.
Man, that shit's sad as hell.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to. But it was just the first one that kind of.
Here.
And subscribe. The one thing I was thinking about was you see Liverpool, yeah. Like I've clocked it now, but like I've realized, more so now, especially after that game, the way that Liverpool play. And this isn't even just pertaining to this game, right? This is just in the general sense. The way that Liverpool play is literally an embodiment of the manager. Like, and I know that sounds dumb because in your head you're like, well, you're like that's what we're supposed to do and blah, blah, blah. But like, okay, under Jurgen Klopp, right? He was like an energetic type of guy. Like, rock and roll is what they used to kind of, call his style of football. And, he's that kind of individual, he'll get in your face if he kind of needs to, and more so, I'm talking about like, when he's angry, and stuff like that. He can be very passive aggressive, in terms of when he's in press conferences and interviews and stuff like that. And, you can hear him on the touchline, the way he might try and G up the crowd, and he's just that. He's passionate. He's a passionate guy, innit? You know what I mean? So the team just embodied that, and I think it was Szobo who mentioned something along those kind of lines, not word for word, but along those kind of lines. Sorry, in regards to how Slot is, how Jurgen Klopp is, and I'm watching Liverpool game by game. 9 out of whatever is it, 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 9, whatever it is, I don't even know at this point. Because 7 in the league. The way that Slot is as an individual, he's very like monotone. He's just very blunt and just he's just there. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you guys, it sounds like I'm waffling, I don't know, but you guys should understand what I'm trying to say. Like the way that he
agree.
Like the team play the same way because it's very slow.
I said the same thing yesterday. About Arteta, bro. What you're saying, 100%.
Like that. Now I say that to say, like that's how I felt the game kind of was. Now, and that's that. Like, bearing in mind, this is me talking Last year, I checked the date, 7th of October, I uploaded this, 2024. We are the 1st of October, 2025. We've gone a whole year and we are seeing the same thing, my brother. I've not changed anything, hence why I started this video and I said, guys, I don't want to cheat you guys out of doing videos. I'm not, we're not them kind of content creators. So the G's Journal, I didn't want to keep doing it. I said it was just long. Even this show, when I spoke to Endz in the morning, I was going to do it and initially as a patterns of play. But I said, it's pointless because we're going to say the same thing we just said. I might as well open up the conversation and maybe just expand the conversation.
Nah, G, because I heard you say that earlier about the halftime thing where it's like the one half of football every week. And
Bro,
it's the
have
same
you just
thing.
been saying slot 4-5 for the
Yeah,
longest?
so it's like you do end up repeating yourself and that. Because even when I go back for my old videos, if I was going to chop stuff up and that, I'm like, there's no point, bro. It just sounds like the same fucking video, bro.
Bro, it's the same fucking video. That's why I'm even looking at my other channel and I'm saying, bro, let me see what other videos I can do.
Even what you mentioned just in that is what I mentioned on the watch along yesterday when I said to the people, like, what you said in that is just there, bro. Like, there's no, like, I'm arguing with when I'm watching Arsenal because I'm like, how's Arteta not getting booked? These is never in his technical area, bro. He's never in there, bro. But he's trying to entice his team, and he's getting to parts of the game, and he's like, nah, trying to G him up. He's always trying to drop conversations. Anytime Declan Rice is even close to him, he's like, yo, come here. Let me do this. Let me change. Bro, this guy's just like, nah, we're good enough. We'll be all right.
He's very laissez-faire. Relaxed.
Yeah. It's... Sorry, go on. You're about to say something.
Nah, I ain't saying nothing, bro.
And like, I remember last season, if something wasn't working, he's done it a couple times at the start of last season. He would always revert to that double 10 formation. That used to annoy me.
Yeah.
Because like he used to take up Ekitike around the 70-minute mark. Then we have no outlet. So you're just telling me that you're just going to sit off with no striker. And then basically 2 10s up top. And then doing what? Because that only worked against, say, remember Man City, we didn't play.
Yeah, Man City played 2. That's a shit Man City. But
Jones
we played 2 10s against Man City. Fair enough. It worked.
Jones and Szobo was.
Yeah, Jones and Szobo.
That's where the problem
to be
started.
fair, that was counter-attacking football we were playing. So we'll hold a mid-block or mid-block. We'd sit off just for a bit, and then any kind of and then if we won the ball, we just play. Ball goes out wide to Salah. One person makes that run, and it worked. That's purely because we didn't have the ball as much as City. But then when you have the ball, it's kind of like who's where. Like 10s, like for example, Szobo and Jones, they're not natural strikers, so them being in the box just waiting, they're gonna want to get the ball. So you literally have no outlet. Like the centre backs are not market anymore. So Slot being flexible. Remember, people had said that from last year. Is he really flexible? Because I haven't really seen much flexibility from this season.
You know what? You know what we got gassed about? I say we, but you know what people got gassed about as well. Remember when we went down to 10 men last season? I think against Fulham.
Robbo got sent off.
Gravenberch went centre back. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Gravenberch has gone to the centre back. Look at the way he's playing." Obviously, Gravenberch just being Gravenberch, just doing his thing there. Yeah, we can go with the 3. Guys, I genuinely believe. Do you think? Yeah, let's all be real. Let's be honest. Do you think when Chiesa came on against Bournemouth, he really sat there and thought this is gonna work, or was it just a case of brother? It's either you or Rio. And
that's my thing. That's what you said is my thing, bro. When everyone's trying to praise that, I'm like, nah, bro. He's brought these on with no time left, bro.
Exactly.
No time. It's like the Newcastle one, bro. You didn't know 10 minutes was going to be added onto that game? Because I remember because I was doing the watch along and he had Rio and Chiesa standing there warming up for time, bro. And I was like, you're not going to put them on the pitch, bro. They're going to end up with 1 minute. Then I get it. Then they had a free kick and it's like, okay, there's no point throwing them on when there's a free kick. Then 10 minutes was added on. Because otherwise for that, you didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Not the chance, bro. You don't even like Chiesa, bro. Chiesa scored in spite of you, bro. And as for that double 10 thing, the genius, everyone was always a genius. How are you a genius if you keep getting stuff wrong for 45 minutes and have to change it, bro? That's not that's not a genius, bro. Like if man start rating like a DM because he loses the ball and then he makes a recovery tackle every time, he's not that cold, bro. He just keeps losing the ball. Bro, it's not, bro.
Do you know with Chiesa, do you know what it reminds me of? You know in FIFA when you get unhappy people about playing time and manage a career, and then the next game, like you just put them on just to shut them up. That's what I feel that Slot is doing with Chiesa. Like he's just not part of the team. Like
Yeah, he's not even
literally,
putting Chiesa on because Chiesa's upset. He's putting Chiesa on to give him the Make-A-Wish minutes, bro.
Akita, yeah, these
You know the ones that
microwave
get your appearance
minutes
up, and
all
then
the time.
that's what he did last season. That's how we got a Premier League medal. He didn't put him on to make an impact. He put him on. Oh, go on then. Go on, get your foot. You need 5 appearances. Go on, get your couple. He did
and remember, he put him on in the final.
Yeah,
put him on in the final, and I think he scored.
Put him on against Newcastle and he scored straight away.
Scored straight away.
Put Harvey on against PSG and he scored straight away. That's what I said to you, bro. What you just got Wirtz when you had Harvey already, bro. If I knew he was gonna play like this, I would have been all on board.
That's another thing
Harvey
as well.
And don't bother with the Wirtz thing, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
But Harvey in the 10, anytime he played in the 10, he was actually doing more than what Wirtz was doing right now. And that's someone who's been at Liverpool for however long. He understands the system. He's adjusted to the Premier League. Yes, he's small, but also Wirtz is also small as well. And so Elliott's adjusted to the Premier League, the physicality, etc. I was thinking, why would you get rid of Elliott? And it's like, that Slot's being arrogant just to say, oh yeah, Wirtz is definitely going to do well. There's no backup like at all. So now that Wirtz is not doing well, you could have actually taken Wirtz out of the team and then just put Elliott there. But he doesn't rate Elliott for whatever reason.
Based on the stats, man, Wirtz has created the most chances in the Prem, bro. So he might be doing well. The gaffer just don't know how to utilize it.
I think both things are right, man. I think Slot doesn't know how to use Wirtz, but also he ain't been that good. These stat of these chances made and that, bro. I've not seen 21 chances, bro. There's no way. So what? Because what is the? Someone's gonna have to tell me, bro. What's big chances and then chances? Are the two different things, isn't it?
I have no clue, Sav. All I know, he's got 21 chances, so is Grealish. And if they're gonna say Grealish is playing well, what is the difference then? That he's got assists and maybe a goal.
Got assists, bro. That's all it is.
True. Yeah, I was gonna say Grealish has actually got.
I don't think Wirtz. I've not had any games. Well, there is a couple, but I've not seen Wirtz been terrible. But man ain't gonna fool me with that stat. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance.
That's the thing. But even just
yesterday, though, I thought he was all right. Like yesterday, I actually saw the chances. Like he crossed the ball into Bradley when Bradley decided to header it with his cheekbones, bro. He chipped the ball through to Ekatike when he tried to roll it round, man. He chipped the ball through to Isak when Isak tried to volley it. They were all 3 chances. That I agree with. I saw those, bro. All these other ones, bro. I don't know what they were doing, bro.
So then,
remember the one when he squared it to Mo and Mo miscontrolled it? The one that he squared to Mo hit the post. The one when he gave Isak and he headed it over the crossbar.
Yeah, start, man.
He's been creating man the one to score. The one he cut back to Frimpong and Frimpong miskicked it. And we said he should have probably tried to dink the goalkeeper. You know when he tried to round him?
Yeah.
And he tried to set it back to him in that. Yeah, right.
So then, what formation then? Like what? Like at this point, I don't even know if it's even a formation question because I don't feel like it's a formation problem.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. You can put them anywhere. You put them anywhere now, G. And I wouldn't want us to go into a back 5, but I just don't know if the gaffer is going to give the right instructions. In my mind, I know what it could do, but I'm like, he's going to do something random.
With the players that he has at his...
He'll just do something mad. He'll be like, no, don't worry about playing in the 10 verse. Just play holding. Let Gravenberch and Szobo run past you. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried to look at
formation problem, man. It doesn't feel like... It feels like just a tactic.
That's why I'm... Because I sat there this morning when I was doing this and I was like, bro, there's bare formations that we could easily play. Like Endz has mentioned the 3 at the back or 5, however you want to see it. We've mentioned playing with 2 10s. We've mentioned having 3 midfielders and then having a Wirtz in front. None of these, by the way, have Salah, because I even said we've mentioned not playing Salah in the games just to get rid of him and play these other players. Let's maybe do a diamond formation and whatever. Obviously, you can put whatever players you want. I just wanted to visually show everybody, but I don't feel like it's a formation thing anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't look at the team and think, yeah, it's because we need to play 4 in midfield or 3 at the back. I don't even think it's that anymore. I don't even see the point.
It's not, bro, because Brentford played the same formation as us, bro. I can see their pattern to play. So it can't be a personnel thing, bro.
It's mad. It's mad. Even Manchester United, who are shit right now, have an identity of football.
Different patterns, though.
Do you know it's mad, yeah? Because even I agree with what you guys are saying, but also I agree that, bro, I feel like you just have to go back and trust what the players want, what they were used to, man. Play Frimpong in a position he's more comfortable in. Play Kirkers in a position that you can get the best out of him. Play Wirtz in a position where he understands to a T. Take Mo off the wing and put him, if you want to put him in the double 10 with Wirtz, because he can't dribble past his players. So utilize his strengths, which is scoring goals and creating, instead of he has to worry about beating a player and defending. So you don't actually take that away from him.
Do you not
Put a
think
double
him in
pivot in there
double-
that has. Go on, sir. Go on.
No, go on.
Now I was going to say you put your 2 double pivots that you can trust, and has the work rate, legs, whatever you need, energy in there, and then you just put a back 3 where you can go, okay, like if we need to defend the wide areas we can, and then we got 2 players just sitting in front of that. But I don't know, like, yeah, I don't think it's necessarily so much the formation, but I think changing it will help the players adapt to whatever for the time being. Because at the moment, whatever we're doing now ain't working anyway. So
Problem is they can't even trust the tactics that Slot actually likes, bro. So if he changes something he can't do, bro, it's even worse. Like, it's true, isn't it? Like he can't get across the tactics that he actually wants to do. So if he changes something that he doesn't do, I expect us to be worse, to be honest, bro. There's no urgency is the main thing, bro. There's no urgency in the squad. It's mad slow, bro. Mad slow. It starts from the goalkeeper to Virgil, just hovering on the ball. Virgil started bullying all the rest of the players to move and that. Just you move the ball quicker.
You move the ball, bro. Like,
if it's not on, he'll just switch
bro.
it.
Yeah, it's always I just always see him shouting at man, bro, to just stop being like micromanaging the players, Virgil, bro. Like, you mean, bro? They got brains to do, bro.
You know what I feel like he's doing? And listen, Virgil, best player in the world, in my opinion. So these performances.
Yeah, stop caveating it, bro. Just
I know, but you know I have to.
No, I don't care, bro. Nah, he was dead food as well yesterday. No,
yeah,
pass the ball quicker, my guy. I don't care that you're the best in the world. Just pass the ball.
No, what I was gonna say was he's starting to remind me of Thierry Henry's analysis, which is, brother, you know the players are not you. Like, they're not as good as you know.
Bro,
like, you need to, you might need to do something like a bit different, because you must think that you're playing next to Virgil van Dijk. You're not. I promise you, you're not playing against another Virgil, bro. You're playing with Konate, Kirkers, and Frimpong. They're not even close to your level, bro. So you need to, okay, let me move the ball a bit quicker. Stop this fucking spray to Salah, I beg, because Salah is not doing anything with the ball, bro. I don't want to see Salah trap the ball. All that trapping the ball stuff is nice for 5s and 7s. That's all great. Man will look cool and everyone's like, hey, yeah. We're not here. We're in professional football, bro. I need you to do something a bit different. Move the ball quicker. Do something quicker. Just anything quicker. But I'm starting to slowly think, or I do think, but the manager is super calm with them doing that. Like, he's got no issues with the ball being that slow.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. You said that before. That's the same thing with all the players. That me moaning about Salah, someone moaning about Gakpo, someone moaning about this. He doesn't care, bro, because he doesn't care. So he doesn't have the same issue that I have. So I stopped talking about I said the other day. Okay, then I just won't blame Salah. I'll just blame Salah for the individual stuff, but I'll just blame the manager for the other stuff. Salah hugging the touchline and not doing anything. I'll just blame the manager then, because you're clearly fine with it, bro. It's like he half wants to do stuff what he was doing last season, but you brought in players where we don't need to do that. So, as I said before, bro, why are you bringing goal scorers for if you still want Salah to be the main goal scorer, bro? Then
it makes no damn sense,
should have brought Isak then, innit? We should have just went with we should have just done the Spain thing, bro. No striker thing. Just play a
hey, that would have been.
He would have been better than this, bro. Might as well. We don't create for them anyway. So you might just have an extra
Floating
midfielder, bro.
That's mad. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up in the next five minutes, 10 minutes. Pause. Although, guys, you're not even gonna go down that road. Anyways, we're gonna close
Yeah,
out.
don't wrap it up, but it feels better without it. Anyway, pause.
I was gonna say something different, but okay. We'll go through a couple of questions that I started here, and then we will end. Just firstly, big up to Honesty, as I said before, gifting membership, and big up to Scraps as well for becoming a member. Quick fire ones: De Zerbi, Iraola, or Glasner? If you had to choose.
De Zerbi.
Deserving.
I will go De Zerbi. Do you guys think also the players and the gaffer are a bit too arrogant at times?
I think
Gaffer is. I don't know if the players are.
some players.
I think the gaffer is. I don't think the players are.
You think the gaffer is, but you don't think the players are?
It's a bit of a mixture of like a bit of both. There's definitely some people in the team that are a bit arrogant.
No, I hear it. Are you guys taking into consideration the passing of the
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No.
Because when we were winning games, that wasn't the narrative.
Exactly.
Now
That's
the commentator brought it up, and I think don't bring that narrative up. Because before it wasn't like that. We were winning games, and Liverpool asked. They said, enough champions or whatever." And all of a sudden now that we're losing games,
I'm not
people are going to
giving
use the
them
narrative.
one-sided excuses, bro. Is no, because that means what
Fans will use that as an excuse to cover up.
And also, they're not doing it for that thing. What people are saying there, they're not using it for every player. They're using it for their favorites, bro. Because they used it for Salah, but not for Konate, bro.
Yeah.
You think it's affecting Salah? Meanwhile, Konate is out here, best friending up man and that, bro. Robbo's his best friend, and nobody cares about him. So you get me?
It's just favoritism, isn't it?
Yeah,
Double standards.
Yeah.
It's actually disrespectful to Jota, to be honest.
Very,
bro.
very, bro.
Jota, bro. The
Very,
football scrap because of Jota, blood. Nah, bro. It's disrespectful to the big man. Leave his name out of it. That's what I say.
That's what, and that's
football,
my
bro.
opinion.
100% agree.
Talking about other side at home, bro. We're talking about on the pitch, bro.
Yeah.
Man, ain't thinking. They're not thinking, bro. Yeah, there's an odd time when man are singing and all that, but man are playing football, bro.
No, facts. Question for each of you. Are you taking a loss for the next 7 games in a row, which is a lot of games, just to get a new gaffer?
No, I can't.
No,
I can't.
No.
7 games in a row. That's worse than 2021.
You not seen
Virgil
how
did.
we are after 2, bro? 7? No.
7.
No.
We would have
Liverpool
lost 9
lose
games,
against
bro.
Chelsea. It's
7.
You'll see a different crasher. You'll see a different crasher. Trust.
7
On
games
Endz
means that we
Thoughts.
would have lost 9 games, bro. And it wouldn't even got through half of the season yet. Less of that, bro, before Christmas. Nah.
That's Man United.
This is the last win. This is the last time I want to see us lose a game until the new year, bro.
Real talk. Real talk. Do you guys honestly think we'll fix this season under Slot?
Depending on if he tweaks.
No caveats.
I can't answer it because I don't know what fix it means, bro.
I hear it.
If fix it means go back to the shit we saw 2 games ago, then yeah. If you want to go back to the bullshit we saw 2 games ago with man them trying to save us, then yeah. If not, then no, blood.
I think you will.
Yeah, I think he will.
I think you will. Whether it's going to be up to the standards we want is another thing. But you can. I think what Sav said in it, we'll go back to winning games, whether or not it'll be a nice way or not. But
we'll win loads of games and then we'll turn the other fingers into draws, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, last season was fugazi, bro. Arsenal drew 16 Prem games last season or something like that. 16.
Yeah.
You think that's a normal season
bro.
for them? It's not normal. They lost the same amount of games as us, bro. We both lost 4 games. They drew 16. Even if I was kind to them and said they drew 9, bro, if they converted 3 of them games, they would have won the league, bro. Nah, I'm not doing this, bro.
Question. Let's say we go on a winning streak. I'm gonna add because he didn't add it. We go on a winning streak, but we continue to play the football we're playing. Would you still?
Then I'll see you, man, at the parade, and we'll enjoy the moment, bro. And I'll see the man them at the parade and we're running it again.
I don't want man there now, bro. You get me? But I'll still be at the parade, blood, in spite of my man, bro. I might, you know what I mean? I might throw my water bottle at him, something, bro.
See much. Oh, get my side, boy. That'll be peak. Last one. This is for myself. Are you? I was thinking about doing the PSG versus Barcelona. I think just so that everyone understands, just watch the game. I promise you, you will start to understand what Endz is saying, what Savage is saying, what Harris is saying, what myself, what Jerry. Just watch the game, even if it ends 0-0. Just watch the game.
There's a 98% chance you might see good football.
Yeah. And I'm only going to give it a 98. I'll go.
At least one of the sides, you'll see good football.
Just one of them, yeah. Just one.
Yeah, just one. Both sides playing good football, I'll give that a 89%. Just because one's at home, one's away.
They're both too good at football, man. They're definitely going to play good football, bro.
You realize that Sunderland play better football than us, innit? I'm just letting man know that, bro. Sunderland, bro.
They have a pattern of play, bro. They have a system, they have a style, they have an idea.
They have Pedri. And we'll close it with that.
Pedri, bro. Barcelona B play better than football than us, bro.
Oh, they got what's his name? Belletti.
Yeah, man.
Belletti, the manager, and that. Yeah, he's been cooking for the B team, you know. Endz, watch the B team, bro. They've been moving warm still.
And I'm not a Barca fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. So no.
Endz, have you got anything coming up for the rest of the day?
No, I do watch the B team, by the way. But yeah, no, I don't have anything. I haven't planned anything. I haven't scheduled anything. Yeah, nothing currently, bro.
Nothing currently, guys. You already know where to find Endz. But if not, seeing that I see that StreamYard have decided to upgrade itself a little bit. If you're sitting there and you haven't done so already, if you're one of those drug dealers who do have two phones, use your other phone, scan the QR code whilst you're still watching this stream, and you'll be able to head on over to Endz channel and subscribe.
Can you not be a businessman with two phones as well? I don't know why you accuse the people of being. Yeah, fair enough. If that's the thing you want to use.
You can be a businessman with two phones. Of course you can. Of course you can. You don't need two phones, but of course you can be a businessman with two.
Yeah, one for work, one for personal.
No, that's all right. Savage.
Yo.
Have you got anything popping, man? Anything on any of the channels? What's going on?
Nah, nothing planned at the moment. I might throw something together, but I don't. Nah, nothing planned at the moment at all, man.
Okay, big up to Harris, big up to Savage, big up to Endz. Guy, I think I've got a video for my other channel. It will be my top 5 Pokemon. So make sure you guys stay locked in. Top 5.
Wait. Is it original 150?
Yeah, original 150. Yeah, because I'm not really too well versed in the rest.
Yeah, because after the 150, it's the idiot thing.
Brother say idiot thing. Maybe when you get to Pokemon Gold and Silver, I don't mind the free starter Pokemon that you get with those, and the little bits that you get with that. But yeah, it's the one.
It's in the diamond thing and them and the.
Ruby and that, bro. Sapphire.
Ruby, Sapphire and them, man.
No, I think there's black now. There's like black or something.
Yeah, bro.
I need to get an emulator back so I can play some of these games, man.
Endz, I've got it now. Savage was the one I think who showed me.
Come on, you know the vibes, bro.
Where did you get it? You got it on Android though, innit?
Yeah, but I'm sure you got iPhone.
Yeah, I don't have an Android device.
Oh,
but I might buy one if you can get it on like a tablet or something. I'll buy it. Just
you can do the TikTok thing as well. The one with the 2,000 games on.
I've seen actually, you know. Yeah.
No, play it. No, it's good. It's good. But guys, I'll catch you guys later. Just keep your notification bells on. All the guys is in. I'll put it in the description, but Endz is in the title, and Savage is on my homepage. Make sure you guys go and check them out. We'll catch you guys later, man. Maybe Endz will throw something together. Who knows? But we shall.
I might do.
You might do. Say no more, guys.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of your day. Big up to everybody. Big up to Honesty and Scraps again with the membership. Enjoy your day.